what I deemed to be the worst exotic for warlocks in the game got buffed. Promethium Spur originally had a pretty useless ability of where your Solar Super Daybreak, when you get kills with it, it created rifts that like had healing and empowering properties. And then if you stood in a rift, you'd get rift energy, and then eventually once that energy is charged, your next kill in that rift would spawn another rift. It was pretty useless and pretty boring, if I'm being honest. It also powered up Daybreak, which was pretty much the worst of the Solar Supers. Like, you're never going to see someone asking you to run Daybreak as opposed to Well or Song of Flame. Or you're never going to want to, at least. Yeah. Anyway, now, Promethium Spur is different. When your Solar Super is equipped, Final Blows grants a class ability energy, not just solar weapons, just all weapon Final Blows, which is a step up. And then defeating targets with your weapon while standing in a rift creates a pulse that grants Radiant if you're in a healing rift, or Cure if you're in an empowering rift. So I like that change. And then Daybreak supposedly gives you Radiant and Cure. So, better. Is it good? Well, with this build, we're going to find out. I'm using Hellion because if we're throwing rifts down, then we might as well have Hellion. Touch of Flame just because I didn't want to run Heat Rises or Icarus Dash. Fusion Grenades, I'm using Celestial Fire just because I want range. I haven't used this one in a while either. Healing Rifts. I know this gives you Cure, but I kind of want to use Empowering Rifts. Ember of Empyrean just to extend the effects. Is it Final Blows? Yeah. Defeating Scorched Prag for Restoration. This is for increasing the duration. And then Restoration with Fire Sprites, so yeah. Anyway, that's the gist of the build. I'm just using a solar weapon. My strongest, what is it? Rocket launcher. And then an Agar Scepter. So yeah, that's pretty much the build. Let's, I'm gonna probably do solo op. Put it on expert. I'm a little lower level, so I could probably juice up the difficulty by just doing that and that. Nope, I need one more. Just drop that off. I'd rather deal with that. Yeah, so this won't be this harder content, at least. So ideally, we should be getting Radiant and our rifts back frequently. Let's see how this goes.
You're up, Guardian. Let's clear this sector as quickly as possible.
With any luck, we'll be long gone before major reinforcements arrive.
Okay. Shouldn't be too bad. So this should give me Radiance. Then I can just kind of keep it going here. How much Rift Energy does it give me? Well, I can't really tell now. Where are you running? Didn't want that anyway. That's not a bad amount of rift energy. I will say Hellion kind of interferes with getting the thing. So maybe rethink using Hellion with this. Standing in you get your rift back pretty fast at least. It's not too bad. Greatest name ever. Probably swap to healing wave just to make it so easier to chain. Like I could do a rift and then restoration, and then chain it with the solar bow. Reveling gameplay.
I intercepted some comms chatter. Looks like their boss is incoming.
Might as well throw a rift since we get back. Decent info. Oh, you're the boss. What? Okay. Might as well try the super now. Okay, so I am getting Radiant Cure. You may be thinking, like, well, yeah, you're supposed to, but knowing Bungie, it could be bugged. Or doing something that it shouldn't. Alright, well, you do get your rifts back decently frequent. I'm assuming on Empowering Rift it should be pretty decent. Oh, I needed this.
That's such a nice idea. You guys are cute.
I didn't hear that, whatever. As far as, like, rift spam goes, I'd rather, if it goes to, like, class ability spam, I would rather use Phoenix Dive, just because I feel like, one, it charges faster, and two, you're mobile with it. I've come acquainted to, like, Phoenix diving more than throwing a rift down. You can run this with Phoenix Dive. It does give you class ability energies, but you wouldn't be getting Radiant or Cure. Well, you would be because Phoenix Dive gives you Cure, but you could just run these with Phoenix Dive and get your thing back quicker and have, what's it called, uptime. So, yeah, honestly, better than it was, so that's something. They achieved with, buffing it. Is it going to be like, this is going to be the greatest exotic ever, you should use it now? No, probably not, because they just buffed Starfire Protocol. I'm pretty sure Speaker's Sight is pretty decent. So, like, unless you're in, like, a Grandmaster or, well, hard activity now, I guess, since they got rid of Grandmaster, but you can just throw a Rift down, get some kills, and you'd be able to buff yourself while just staying in a Rift, and then you could throw another one. So Rift chaining with this kind of works. You can do that. It's okay, I guess, but I'm probably going to stick with Starfire Protocol. So that's the video. Thank you for watching. And as always, yeah, whatever. I don't really have an outro.